Welcome back to Lex Lifestyle Travel Plus. Today, let's talk about the most extravagant weapon ever made. If you've ever heard a military plane blast overhead, sounding like it's going to break the sound barrier, then you've heard billions of dollars in motion. The military is renowned for investing billions of dollars in the research, development, and manufacture of weapons. But how much do they spend on each weapon? Today, we're going to look at the 5 most expensive weapons ever made. So put on your armor and buckle up. The Boeing FA-18EF Super Hornet at number 5 costs $90.8 million. The Super Hornet costs $90.8 million per aircraft, making it a beast of a jet and a beast of a weapon. You could give $90 to every single individual in San Francisco for the price of one of these, and you'd still have a few $1,000,000 left over. Fully loaded, the aircraft weighs around 47,000 pounds and has a top speed of 1,190 miles per hour. Therefore, what sort of weapons, technology, and defense is worth $90.8 million? There are 11 weapon stations in the fighter jet, including 2 wing stations that can support all the air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles and air-to-ground bombs. The fighter plane also possesses a 20mm Gatling cannon, which fires at an astounding high rate 6,000 shots each minute. In simple terms, this small jet can obviously cause a lot of harm. Except for one airshow mishap, the Super Hornets have never been in an accident or been shot down by foes. Due in part of an $82 million contract, the Navy selected Boeing to create an infrared search and track system for the fighter jet. It is projected that it will cost roughly $57.8 billion to design, study, and produce these jets, including their armament and defense systems. In the 4th place is the F35 Lightning II, which costs $82 to $103 million. You never learn of a warship, jet, or fighter aircraft called the Butterfly or the Sheet, do you? The military naturally gravitates toward names that are more intimidating and cool-sounding, and the F-35 Lightning is no exception. This fighter jet clocks in and maneuvers like lightning at around 1,200 miles per hour with 43,000 pounds of engine thrust. The F-35 Lightning was designed to be a less expensive alternative for other jets. With 3 distinct stealth planes, the F-35A through C were offered to serve a variety of purposes. Depending on the variety, the plane costs between $82 and $103 million per unit. All models have superior sensors and radar systems with the capacity to place weaponry in any configuration that is needed for the operation at hand. Although the planes are inexpensive compared to the other planes on our list, incorporating the F-35 Lightning into the military as a whole came at a hefty cost. Famous for being inexpensive to buy but expensive to fly, the jets are estimated to cost $45,000 for each hour of flight. The anticipated lifetime cost is roughly $350 million per unit for maintenance, which costs roughly $1 trillion for the total fleet. The F22 Raptor, which costs $200 million, comes in 3rd. Yes, it does resemble a Star Wars prop, although it can't quite travel into hyperspace but range up to double the speed of sound or Mach 2, which is almost as cool. Putting Star Wars aside, the F-22 Raptor is extraordinary. Each stealth jet costs about $200 million. No other aircraft in the world can generate as much thrust as the F-22 Raptor. This, along with its intricate aerodynamic structure and cutting-edge flight controls, enables the F-22 to outmaneuver even the greatest adversary aircraft. It cannot be seen arriving by any other aircraft. There's a reason why it's called a stealth jet. The F-22 Raptor raises the bar for that distinction significantly. Like most stealth aircraft, the F-22 has radar-absorbent components and a particular airframe designed to reduce radar and ground visibility. If you're wondering why it seems like Star Wars, well, that's your answer. Of course, there are a few weapons aboard a jet built for stealth and attack. The aircraft is equipped to allow for a variety of heat-seeking missiles configurations, in addition to a 20mm gun that holds 480 rounds, bombs with JDAM technology, and air-to-air missiles with radar guidance. Although the radar range of the aircraft is secure, The distance of targets that a pilot has seen is greater than 320 miles. However, I can assure you that I have not participated in any of these activities. Therefore, I cannot accurately confirm that. What an astonishing difference. Before we continue, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell for more updates. Second, the DDG-51 destroyer valued at $1.84 billion. At last, we've gotten off the planes and landed on a little safer ground for those who don't like heights. Each ship in the DDG-51 destroyer, popularly known as the Arleigh-Burke-class destroyer, cost $1.84 billion. Despite the fact that the sum might appear absurd, remember that this ship can accommodate 350 service personnel. So to make up for that price tag, the ship, which is nearly the length of 2 football fields, has a ton of weapons on board. The ship has 2 vertical launching systems that can fire Tomahawk missiles and has a missile capacity of over 900. Of course, the ship is also equipped with top-notch navigation and defense radar, and a sophisticated mine detection system. While the ship was first constructed in 1991, that does not imply that it is not still made today. The Navy paid a company $4.8 billion just in 2018 to develop additionals. The Virginia submarine, which costs $2.8 billion, comes in first. We have arrived at the priciest military weapon at last. Virginia-class submarines are nuclear attack submarines. These bad guys certainly don't fit into Jacques Cousteau's Beatles yellow submarine mold. That is reflected in their price, which is an astonishing $2.8 billion per unit. That is billion in capital letters. That price can make a little more sense after we delve in and see what the submarine is carrying. The submarine carries around 40 different weapons at once with 2 vertical launching mechanisms that can fire Tomahawk missiles. The Virginia-class submarine definitely prioritizes safety. The most thrilling aspect of the sub's ability to move between 25 and 35 knots is that it can do so virtually forever. The submarine's range and limitations are solely determined by the amount of food it can store for its crew and the sporadic maintenance it needs. Even with all those weapons on board, being 800 feet underwater with a nuclear reactor doesn't exactly appeal to me. I'm not sure how it sounds to you at all. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. This is Lux Lifestyle Travel Plus. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell for more updates. See you in our next video.